Hey guys, so another tip on this painting, if you want to get it done faster, um, I would recommend taking, well, okay, at the Dollar Tree they sell these 3 brushes in one for $1. Amazing deal. I've used $15 pretty brushes and I don't really see much of a difference in the overall results of the product. And also I've tried to train my workers to like clean the brushes, and they don't clean them. And then I started thinking, well, the time that's involved with cleaning it, sometimes I'm gonna spend more money than $1 to have them clean it and train them to clean it, and they'll still forget to clean them. So $1 brushes, 3 for $1 at the Dollar Tree is a great deal. And when I'm done with the job today, what I do is I put it in a plastic bag and I wrap it around and try to keep the brush as wet as possible, and then revive it the next day just by dunking it back in the paint bucket wherever I'm using it, and just try to get the bristles wet back down. I actually saved a brush earlier today by putting it in water, so that's another thing you do, is just simply just clean off the brush which is what you're supposed to do. Clean up the brush and then dry it off, and then set it aside so they can dry off. But what I wanted to say, okay, so to save time on painting is I would recommend trying to go after the wide areas with a wider brush and then detailing the narrow areas later, and that way you can work faster in the wide areas. So here, I'll just show you. I'm going over this area again because there's some areas that are splotching through. You may not be able to see it in the video, but I'm just going to demonstrate this. So let's see if we can show you this area here. Okay, so hit the white area first, right? Hit the white area first. And then I'm going to end up going back over this area here with a narrower brush, and I'm going to get that metal bracket thing. So I detail that without getting the paint on the top there. Just to give you an idea. Also another thing, because I'm working with this old paint, I've added water. I don't know if you saw the other video of me doing that. So I'm just adding enough water I'm adding enough water so that it wets down, and I'm microwaving it so that it's sort of like a lukewarm, maybe warmish, and that way it can break down the chemicals as I mix it. But if you find that the paint is, if you end up doing what I'm doing here, and you find that the paint's clumping or the bristles are too dry, you redunk it back in to your working paint bucket that you're working with, and then start working on the wood again and painting it. And that will just come with a little bit of experience as you do this. And I know this stuff sounds like pretty basic stuff, but you know, when I first started doing this last year and I'd never done it before, it would take me a long time to get just the smallest paint job done. Paint would be dripping on the floor, paint would be dripping on the other surfaces I was doing, and I wasn't really happy with the results. And I've seen other people who had worked on the house before, and paint had gotten on other interfaces, you know, let's say between the baseboard and the drywall, and then I started realizing that they were just trying to get the job done quickly, and maybe they just didn't have the technique to finish it with a higher level of quality. So definitely can make a difference who you're hiring. A lot of them are gonna tell you that they have like a lot of years of experience, but it may not mean too much at the end. Maybe what you could do if you're vetting out workers is go look at the other job sites that they've worked on before and see the quality of the work that they've done, the workmanship, and get some references and talk to the people, or look at some active job sites that they're working on. Now, if a job is in the middle, like here, what I'm doing this here, and you were to walk in and see my work, you might be like, oh my God, this stuff looks so horrible. Like when I was scraping the paint, you'd see maybe in my other video, it just, in the middle phases of the process, this stuff could look pretty bad. So it may be hard to assess and evaluate the quality of work. Also, some people aren't very skilled at communicating their ability to do something, and it's a pro and a con. If they aren't able to communicate what they do, you may end up having communication problems down the road while you try to explain to them what you want done and how you want it done. So you're going to have to kind of weigh that in with the amount of money that they're asking to do the job, and you know, there's other factors. So quality time, communication, and things like that. So hope that helps.